Well, joining me live now is Daniel Aghion KC, President of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry. Good morning to you, Daniel. We just heard a family's traumatic account of their experience on October 7, 2023. A number of vigils held across Australia yesterday to mourn and reflect. What was the main message to the community at these vigils?
The main message was it was a message. It was a coming together. It was a message of hope. It was a message of peace, and it was a message of resilience for the community here in Australia, and to what the Australian community has experienced as well, the Australian Jewish community.
And on the same day, though, we did have rallies taking place around Sydney and Melbourne. The day declared a celebration by some speakers at a pro-Palestinian rally in Western Sydney. What do you make of these protests taking place on the October 7 anniversary?
They're highly insensitive. I mean, look, if somebody wants to protest for Gaza, fine, they have a protest for Gaza, but of all days, on 7 October, on the day when there was the greatest loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust, on the day when nearly 1,200 Israelis were massacred, why would you choose that day?
Yeah, exactly, and despite being many calls for them to be cancelled as well. Now, we've heard from a number of people, a number of speakers, federal leaders sharing their stance on the anniversary, including Greens leader Adam Bandt, who in a statement accused the Israeli Prime Minister of committing genocide. What do you make of the Greens party leader's comments here?
Well, first of all, we expect nothing less from the party that was founded as a party of environmentalism has clearly long since stepped away from that theme and has become a party of social radicalism. And again, it just shows the ridiculous insensitivity that he would use this day of all days, that is October the 7th,
as a basis for criticism of Israel and that allegation, which is, of course, highly contentious and never been proven. And, of course, it isn't. It's a defensive war by Israel. But, again, why would you even say that on October 7th as a communal leader if you want to have any significant role in leadership of this country?
Now, as we heard as well, though, there has also been plenty of support for our Jewish Australian community. But do you believe that there does need to be more done to strengthen our opposition to anti-Semitism?
One of the things that has, I think, surprised all of us, dismayed all of us,
is the outpouring of anti-Semitism that commenced within 24, 48 hours of the terrorist attacks on the 7th of October and has continued in an unrelenting manner. Everything from, as we know, the chants of, well, whether it was F the Jews or Where's the Jews on the steps of Sydney Opera House on the evening of the 9th of October, through to, all kinds of things that are even continuing until this day. Assaults, doxing, forcing people out of their safe communal spaces and workspaces because of the mere fact that they're Jews, the toxicity on university campuses. We need, as an entire community, Jewish and non-Jewish, to stand up and say that is not Australia. That is not acceptable by any means.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's certainly been plenty of calls for that as well. Daniel, I do appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.